Worthless, 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 and super worthless. Hello thrill seekers, I'm PokéThrillz Tyler and welcome back to the PokéThrillz studio. Please consider joining the thrills by hitting that subscribe button, giving this video a like, and consider joining the thrills and enjoying some amazing perks. Now today we're going to be talking about the 5 most pointless Pokemon. Alright, these are Pokemon that have been pointless, whether it be in the anime, cartoon, or be in the game, or the card trading game. You know, these are just pointless Pokemon that really never really helped us out, either us personally or maybe our good friend Ash Ketchum in the anime. Alright, so we're going to be going down from 5 to 1, 5 being I guess the least pointless compared to all the other ones. You know what I mean? And the number 1's gonna be the most pointless. Number 5, we're starting out with Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime, cool Pokemon, but you know, he's an arch enemy to Arcane Pokérev. So that alone has to put Mr. Mime on the list of the top 5 most pointless Pokemon. Also, what does Mr. Mime really do besides this? You know what I mean? All Mr. Mime does is help out Ash's mom throughout the anime. Doesn't do anything. Just freaking Ash's mom's servant. You know what I mean? No, pointless Pokemon. In the movie Detective Pikachu, Mr. Mime only just played a crazy dude. I mean, anyone can play a crazy dude. I can play a crazy dude. You know what I mean? So, Mr. Mime is number 5 of the top 5 most pointless Pokemon. Number 4. Now this one might make some people mad, but it's true, and you all know it's true. Number 4 is Magikarp. Yes, Magikarp. The Magikarp. In the game, only knows Splash. You know what I mean? Pretty much a pointless Pokemon. In the anime, pretty much a pointless Pokemon. Ash runs into, I think, the first time really on the St. Anne cruise ship. All I can do is flop around. Magikarp is a pointless Pokemon. Can't do anything but splash. But the reason that it's only number 4, not number 1, is because it evolves into one of the most badass Pokemon in the world, Gyarados. So you gotta. Gyarados is one of the most badass Pokemon, but they made its predecessor, or what evolves into it, one of the worst, most pointless Pokemon. Again, in the game, completely worthless. You had to put it on your deck and either throw it in and get hit once and then pull it back out, or until they came up with XP share in the video game, you just had to wait until it got to level 20 to evolve into Gyarados. Alright, number 3, we're going with another one that maybe makes a lot of you upset, because I think this is actually a popular Pokemon with fans, but it is also a pointless Pokemon, which we're talking about Cosmog. Oh yes, Cosmog. And why? Because it's weak, poor stats, really just a cloud of dust is what I'm saying is. I mean, I have farts that are more powerful than Cosmog, alright? I puff little clouds of farts that could beat Cosmog. Cosmog is just a weak puff of fart, alright? I know that Cosmog, you know, in evolutions gets stronger and a little bit better, but, I mean, you just blow on it hard enough, it's gonna faint, you know what I mean? So Cosmog is pointless, and that's why it's number freaking 3. Number 2 of the most pointless Pokemon is, this one's weird, but it's Sudowoodo. Now, Sudowoodo is actually kind of a strong Pokemon, so it's not completely pointless, but it looks like a freaking tree. And every single time I go up against a Sudowoodo, I throw in a freaking fire Pokemon, and then Sudowoodo beats my ass. Why? Because it's not even a plant Pokemon. It's not grass type Pokemon. It's a freaking rock. And fire Pokemon are not strong against rock, and ground and rock Pokemon are actually strong against fire. So it tricks me every time. I hate it. Sudowoodo defeats me all the time. Yeah, this one's a little bit more personal and bitter, but it's a freaking tree, man. It looks like a grass type Pokemon, but it's not. It's rock type. And it destroys my ass every time in video games, because I I can't remember that it's not freaking rock until I'm actually up against it, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's not grass type Pokemon. It's not a freaking tree. It's a rock. It's just a rock. Stupid. Pointless. Pointless. Alright, and then our number one most pointless Pokemon. And this one actually hurts me. This is how you know that I'm not being completely biased with this list. And this is how you know with all my lists, because I do a lot of these videos of ranking the top 5 of the worst, best, or whatever. This is how you know that I'm not just being biased. But number one of the most pointless Pokemon is gonna go to Metapod and Kakuna. Now you gotta put them together because they're the yin and yang, you know what I mean? Like, they're the same Pokemon, and all they can freaking do in the anime was harden. We all remember that epic video where Ash Ketchum faced a bug catcher kid, and they both had Metapod, and they just both used harden for 2 hours, you know what I mean? Until Metapod evolved into Butterfree, and you know what I mean? And why this is so hard if you don't know, my favorite Pokemon in the entire world is Butterfree. So to put Metapod on the list is just heart aching. The funny part is that Caterpie is actually better and makes more sense than Metapod, but Caterpie has to evolve into Metapod, who is completely 100% pointless. All they can do is harden to evolve into Butterfree, who is obviously the best Pokemon in the entire world. They ruin a cool, nice little Caterpie. They ruin it by making it evolve into this completely pointless Metapod. And the same thing goes for Weedle evolving into Kakuna, and then eventually it has to go to Kakuna before it can become a freaking Beedrill. You know, I'm not a big Beedrill fan, but but obviously, like I've already mentioned, Butterfree is my favorite Pokemon in the world, and so to put something that is associated with Butterfree in the top 5 most pointless Pokemon, it kills me. It kills me. And even in the game, Metapod I think can get Tackle, but I'm not 100% positive on that. Like maybe in the later ones, but I think in the original ones, like every time you caught Metapod in the wild, it only had Harden. That was the only thing it could do in the wild. I think it got like Tackle, like the level before it evolves into Butterfree, if I'm not mistaken, or it gets Tackled when it evolves into Butterfree. Like, absolutely the most freaking pointless freaking Pokemon in the entire world. If you don't believe me, go and watch that episode of Pokemon from the Indigo League, and watch that episode where Ash faces another trainer, Metapod versus Metapod, and then you'll believe me. Alright though, if you like these videos, as like I know a lot of you do, please hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free. And also hit the like button while you're at it too, because that's free as well, and who doesn't love free stuff? Alright, I'll see you all in the next video. Peace, love you, bye.